Right, so we're gonna look at monthly first. Right off the back, we can see price is moving up, the volume is going down, volume is decreasing, which is usually not a good sign. That means sellers are interested, and we can see sell-off coming through. We start seeing distribution here on low time frame. Price starts moving down. Looking at monthly, this is a monthly candle. It hasn't closed yet. There's still half of the month left, and we can expect price to potentially reject to the downside, making this a bearish candle, red candle, and the volume increasing at the same time and potentially seeing to the downside. So starting off the back, so this is our breaking structure. Price breaks the structure, creates the double top, and if you already know what double tops are, they hold liquidity on top, so there's money on top. So you gotta keep that in mind. Double top. Cool. So what I'm gonna remove this volume first. So if you look at this, right, this itself is an order block. Price pushes down. So this was the hard push down was made to push the price upwards. So if we look at this, we look at the equilibrium level for that level, lies perfectly within the order block. So this is the last sell, which sell was made to push the price up, all right? And what institution traders, the big banks likes to do is they like to mitigate their orders within 50%, which is the equilibrium level. So within the equilibrium level, we can see an order block. So what we can expect is price to come within this order block, as we can start looking for long-term buyers potentially, right? Price doesn't necessarily have to come right now, but it can come later in the future time, but it should come to that order block at some point. Cool. So that's off the back right now. Cool. So we're gonna look at weekly. So we're just gonna look at this area. Since we know if price comes here, we're gonna look for buyers. All right. Cool. So we know that. So we're gonna see. Sorry. This is a breaking structure. So create this. Cool. And I'm gonna make sure it's only visible on weekly. All right. So what price does here is price pushes down, creates a double top. Okay. Grabs the liquidity, creates double top, pushes down. This is not a breaker structure. Personally, on a weekly time frame, this is not a breaker structure. The reason why I say this is because the candle hasn't closed below it, and we need a candle to close below it. So this is a breaker structure, right? So this was the last buy before the sell was made, right? So which makes this our equilibrium level, where you can expect price to come and mitigate the orders.
Change this.
Cool. This is our equilibrium level for our weekly time frame. The reason why is because this is our breaker structure here. After a breaker structure, we expect price to come to the equilibrium level and then potentially reject it or move above it to move higher basically. So since we have another breaker structure here, right? So we have another breaker structure. That means this is our new lower high. So we can expect rejection from here or even here, which is our previous lower high. So anywhere from here to here. I like to see some sort of key areas within this area. Cool. So we'll look at daily. Daily. And now what's interesting is this is considered as a break structure. However, on a weekly, we wouldn't consider this as a break structure. You guys understand this? This is why this is why I say this is why the market is fractal. Like different time frame will tell you different stories, and you just need to know that. So if we look at this breaker structure, price has already daily has already mitigated the orders, and since they respected this area, create a new breaker structure. Here, and what price is doing from here to here and here to here, which is exactly then for weekly. So you can refine this. I'll possibly keep it like this for the time being. We're gonna look. We can expect rejection from either here or this level here. So I'll make an arrow anywhere from here or anywhere from here. If this holds, we can expect to break this area, right? Even if this holds, we expect the price to break this area. Okay, let's look at 4 hour. All right, what's interesting right now is we gotta understand this is a breaker structure, right? On a low time frame. What actually hasn't been mitigated is this area. So we surely will see some, I'm gonna close this. We're surely gonna see some rejection from this area order block. But personally, I wouldn't see this order block holding, since this push up hasn't been mitigated. I can expect price to come break here and potentially push it from that side. That's my personal what am I saying? That's my view, and that's how I believe price will come around here.
So yeah, this order block is definitely going to hold. Gonna go down to a lower time frame.
And potentially look for any sort of distribution so we can enter, right? So off the back, this is our PS. This is our buying climax. You can say this is our automatic rally. This is our ST, all of this. So, okay. So I'm gonna create these lines to show you guys. All right, and this is our upper thrust, and this is the last point of supply. What is really interesting is there is no sign of strength, sign of weakness, sorry. A sign of weakness will be confirmed if price comes to this order block, breaks this AR. So it will be something like this, respecting this order block, creating liquidity underneath, and pushing to the upside. Now price can come to this last point of supply again and reject, or what price can do is come to the break the UT, make a UTAD, which is upper thrust after distribution, and then do a little retest around here, and then potentially move to the downside. So this is what like a Wyckoff looks like, and price will still be within this order block. And that's what if this does plays out on a 15 minutes time frame. On a weekly, we can expect the weekly candle to open, push down a little bit, push up, grab this liquidity from the top, making a new UTAD, and then pushing down, retesting, and pushing down lower. Remember, this is our weekly range. So personally, I don't expect price to go any lower than this on the new weekly candle. Sorry, I'm gonna quickly make this available for other time frames, hours, and minutes. This is the area. I don't expect price to come any lower, but not this week, maybe next week. When we see a good rejection down here, then here, and then here. But that's my view at the moment. I'm still bearish from this order block. And if this order block doesn't hold, I'll be looking for sells from here. And if not, I'll then be looking for sells from here, this area, breaking this area and potentially coming to this 0.5 fib.